Now we are going to create an XML instance document based on this schema. Let's briefly take a quick look at our schema. And we have audio as our root element, and we have title, description, collection name, artist name, keyword, notes, and individual file as our child elements. And we have set artist name and notes fields are optional because minimum occurrence is set to 0 in these for these two elements. And for keyword element, minimum occurrence is set to 1, and it can all artist name, keyword, and notes fields elements can repeat, but other elements cannot. By default, if the as Eclipse called multiplicity or number of occurrence for these elements, if it's not set to any number, if it's not specified, by default it is set to minimum occurrence 1 and maximum occurrence 1, meaning these fields are required and they can occur in only one time. So right click on our audio schema file here, XSD. This is from my old trials. Let's get rid of this one. And right click on XML schema document and all the way down to generate XML file. And let's name this one audio instance. Next. Create all optional elements, create all optional attributes and all optional elements. And let's change prefix here is set to TNS. Click edit and let's change it to AR for archive. And finish. Now we have all of our elements readily available here. We have title, description, collection name, artist name, keyword, notes, and individual file. Basically, you have two options here to populate this XML document. We can use this design view, or we can go to the source and we can manually fill the, you see this AR name, AR link, we can simply fill this information directly here. Let's use the design view. And here the content area, what you're seeing are the values for these elements. We are going to start out with title, which is basically I'm going to copy the title from the resource description from here. And paste it. And for this, I'll do the same thing for description. For description, which is in this case is a 3-line description. So you need to copy it line by line, otherwise it's not going to take it. So one line, then white space, and the second line. And as you see, is the field is deactivated, it goes back to AR description, but your value is not lost. It's just when you click back again, it's going to appear. And same thing for the last line. Okay. And for collection name, which is community audio, let's grab it. And you see there's a little plus sign here because it's a complex type. And the name is community audio, and we need to grab the hyperlink as well. Okay, and here. You can see the name is here, the link is here. We are good. We are going to do the same thing for the artist name. I have a name, and we have a link too. Okay. And now we have keywords. Keywords also is a complex type. And our first keyword is when the, let's skip those stop words and let's take the black sheep as our keyword. And I'll just simply create 2 keywords here. And let's grab the hyperlink too. Since keyword is a repeating element, basically I need to repeat this element. Do I right click on highlight the keyword element, do I right click on it, and you can simply add before or after if you where do you want to add this element. We are going to add this new keyword element after keyword element. Eclipse is interesting. I had varying experience with Eclipse. Now I did it. I cannot see the second keyword element here. But if I go back to source code, actually I have the other keyword element created here. So this is the first one with black sheep, and this is the second one here, text and link. So say you have two options. Either you can come in and go to source code and change it, or if you're lucky enough, actually you're gonna see two keyword fields created here. In the worst case, you can always, if you don't want to deal with the XML code directly, you can simply close the XML file and reopen it, and you're gonna see your keyword field right here. You see the other one is here. Now that your values are back. So I couldn't figure out why this is happening, but basically this is the way around I found it. And the next, I'm gonna pick up vulture. Copy link. Look, I just grab the vulture, and for the link, put the link. Now for the notes field, in this case, which is there's a simple text for the notes fields. Okay. Now we can go to individual file. Basically, we have three areas. So for this example, I'm going to pick two entries for each element from here. So basically, I'm going to repeat the whole item element once, audio file element once, and the information element once. So you can basically do it before you populate them. Same thing for the audio file. You see, they are not appearing, but actually they are being generated. Okay. If you go to source file, I accidentally created 3 times. You can see information created here, information audio file. So let's save it. Go to design view. Let me close it one more time. I have 2 whole item, 3 audio file, and 2 information. I created one more audio file. Let me remove it. Okay. Okay. Let's populate the whole item first. First whole item, which is the text file name, format. Okay. And for the size, I have text, which is in this case stream, and I need to grab the hyperlink too. And we are going the same thing for the next whole item element, which is another zip file. Oh, I didn't copy the text properly. Okay, and the format is different. Okay, let's do the same thing for size, which is 33.7 megabyte, and the text is, and this is the link. Let's save it. Okay, and let's move down to audio file. It's showing 3, but actually there are 2 audio files, one audio file and second audio file. There seems to be some disconnect between this design view, but again, you can always go back and correct it. And now go back to audio file. I found this problem a little bit strange, but maybe because there's some bug, I guess. Okay, let's deal with the audio file. File name. And for audio file, we have actually interesting here, we have an attribute for the file type. And when you click audio file here, you can see the on the properties tab here, you can see file type. Basically, this is the attribute that we use, and which is BBR MP3. And I can put the file name. I put the file name already, and the size is 4.4 megabyte. And the link this. Okay. And audio file again. Actually, this schema could be created a little bit differently. Now I had to repeat the file name again, which is not a good thing. But always there are multiple solutions to a problem. And the file name is same again. The same type is, you can put here as well. Vorbis. And size is 1.7 megabyte. And let's grab the link. Okay. And we are going to do the same thing for information. We have file name here. We have format metadata. And size, text is file. And let's grab the link. Okay. Let's do the other thing for the last second information element. File name, format metadata, size and link 76.0 bytes, and let's grab the link too. Basically that's it, and let's save it. Let me close it and reopen this XML file. So I think it's gonna be much easier to, so you can see all the values. Okay. If you go to source code, you can see the XML document directly here. We have the file types here, excuse me. And basically this is ready. And now what you can do is you can test it, highlight the instance XML document, right click and validate. Validation completed with no errors or warnings. Basically, if you don't see anything in the problems tab, basically this is good to go.